dinar would have had serious consequences for the world financial system, but may also have empowered the people of Africa, something black activists say the US wants to avoid at all costs.
We're slicing cake. We're slicing cake. We're slicing cake.
Say the US wants to avoid at all costs.
We're slicing cake.
Say the US wants to avoid at all costs. Gaddafi didn't give up. In the months leading up to the military intervention, he called on African and Muslim nations to join together to create this new currency that would rival the dollar and euro. They would sell oil and other resources around the world only for gold dinars. It's an idea that would shift the economic balance of the world. Countries' wealth would depend on how much gold they have, not how many dollars they trade. And Libya has 144 tons of gold.
Welcome everyone to Tando Radio Show, brought to you by Black Talk Radio Network. I'm your host, Dave from LA, coming to you live from FEMA Region number 6. Today is the 17th of September, 2018. We have a live show for you today. Looking forward to that. And anytime if you'd like to get in on the conversation, give us a call. 704-802-5056, 704-802-5056 is the call-in number. We'll see you in queue. We'll bring you up, and we'll go straight to you in today's show. So definitely do that. Okay, so got a lot to get to, so we're going to get going. I just want to say, missed last week, Thursday and Friday, had seminars here in Dallas, went off very, 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 very well, and it's so much... it's so much. I'm going to have to do just a seminar for our Tando Radio Show listeners in some way, and then we can just, sponsor it through, and then that way it'll help the network out because there's just too many people. There's so many people that want the overall engagement. So we'll definitely do that. And so, okay. So with that being said, I'll let you know, and we'll put something together, and then we will do just that, okay? So now, let's get into... One second, everyone. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Let's get into how to mute something out real quick. Let's get into today's show, but before we do that, everyone, we're going to first take care of some administrative duties. Keith has decided to participate a little today. He's been avoiding the show because now he's a little under the weather, feeling a whole lot better. Good to have you back. Pastor Keith is in the building, so at any time you'd like to jump in on the conversation, give us a call. 704-802-5056 is the call-in number. But hey, let's get rolling. All right, so listen, everyone, we've got to continue to support Black Talk Radio Network. Please make some financial donations to the network. You can do that at its website, www.blacktalkradionetwork.com, www.blacktalkradionetwork.com. Without the network, we won't have the programming. That is very, very important. So please do that. You can also support the network by being a part of the social media platform known as BTR Community. You can find that at BTR Community at www.btrcommunity.com. It's only to join. It's only $24 a year, and then you can engage in all of your social media activities without being as adversely affected. They won't be selling your information to anyone. You can post things about you, your business within reason, things that you think are important within reason, and things that you think are necessary. You could do that as well. It's just a social media platform place where you can do that. So for only $24 a year, you could do that, okay? That supports the network. Also, everyone, please, if it's time to convert your cash into savings, and that would be in the precious metals while that option is still available to you, because in the future it won't be available to you. It will be where whatever it is that you have, because soon the overall precious metals will be the actual anchor of all currency around the world. And the thing is that getting the currency, converting that from the dollars or the currency that you have now into the new ones that would be backed by currency, you won't be able to do it because they won't accept your pieces of paper, or if they do, the terms of it is going to be so astronomically and crazy where the conversion rate will be you will have to give up, and I'm going to give a crazy number, but the number is not really crazy, but they could actually, and they could legitimately, because of the setup of the economy, they would say that all debt-based currency has a conversion of 1 million to 1, meaning you need to give 1 million of the debt-based currency to get $1 of the asset-based currency. Why is that? Yes. Keep looking at me. 1 million? Yes. Because debt is defaulted on. If someone owes you a bunch of cash, they owe you debt, Keith, and they don't pay you, what is your confidence that you would give them some asset after that? None at all. None at all. So that's the exact same thing with the debt, with the cash, is that it's debt laden. No one has confidence in that. They're going to tell you, no, you need to go on with that. We don't accept that. Or if we do accept that, we're only going to give you $1. You're going to have to give us 1 million of that. Because what does that do? That mitigates the risk. That minimizes the risk, and it still puts you in debt. Because now they're going to have to do what with that interest? They're going to have to get rid of it. So what are they going to say? We don't want it. And it'll gradually move to where the terms will be worse and worse and worse. But the initial terms are going to be somewhere around, I could see it being around 1 million to 1. And most people say, no, that won't happen because everybody will do. Let me tell you something, folks. The economy doesn't care about everybody. It doesn't consider what disposition or position that it put them in. If the economy really cared about everyone, it would have never put them in the debt-laden position that they're in. It would have never created the overall paradigm or the atmosphere for everyone to be in such debt. That's how you know that don't give me that no, they would never do that. No, the system has been doing that. It has been doing that, and it will continue to do that. So I know that we like to come up with fantasies that everything is going to be all right. Well, things won't be all right, and things won't get fixed until you fix it. A leaking faucet won't stop just because you're stressed that it's dripping. A leaking faucet will not stop dripping just because you're stressed that it's leaking. It won't stop leaking until you actually get it fixed. Very, very important. It won't stop leaking until you fix it. Doesn't matter how much how much stress it brings us. The consequences is well, I don't want to use that example because there's a lot of people that are dealing with Hurricane Florence. I would say a shortage in your house. If there's a shortage in your house, just because the house is dark, no matter how much stress that brings to you, the lights will not come back on until you fix that short. Doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what the overall ramifications of that shortage is going to be. The shortage has got my house so dark now people are starting to break into my house. Well, guess what? The shortage, the problem doesn't care about the ramifications or the consequences of it. It's still going to be there until you fix it. It's the exact same thing with the economic spectrum. Many people say, well, Dave, I don't think they'll do that. I understand. But I say to them, why do you think that? Give me a reason why it won't happen that way. Because I'm giving you all of the reasons of the conditions that we're actually in. So if you want the lights back on in the house, you need to fix the short. So, the short. Did I say the short? You need to fix the problem. You need to fix the problem. Right, the short. You need to fix that. Okay. So I'm tired, as you all can tell. Keith over there looking at me laughing. He's having a good time. He likes to laugh at my little pain in situations. So I'm dead tired. But hey, we're going to do it and get through it. But I really wanted to stress that to you all. You have to fix, and it goes right along with today's show. Today's show is putting yourself and family first is the reason why you prepare. Putting yourself and your family first is the reason why you prepare. And so that really goes in line with today's show. So we're going to jump into, but what was it? Okay, Prosperity Mint. Go to Prosperity Mint, www.prosperitymint.com. Check out what's in inventory there. Then email info@prosperitymint. Say that, hey, I'm a Tando radio show listener, and I would like to acquire some precious metals. And then someone will contact you to make sure that you understand the right way to acquire the metals. Okay? Very, very, very important. So here we go. Okay. 1 second. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we're going to jump into what's in the news. Here we go. First article I posted from the Asian Times. Great Eurasia coming together in the Russian Far East. Check out that article. Just the overall movements that's happening. The next article from, the Atlanta.bg. U.S. diplomats involved in trafficking of human blood and pathogens for secret military programs. So check out the U.S. Embassy had frozen blood and pathogens as diplomatic cargo for a secret U.S. military program. Internal documents implicate U.S. diplomats in transportation of and experimenting on pathogens under diplomatic coverage. Boy, and it was leaked by the Georgian Insider. Tell you, man, a lot of stuff going to be happening in the future. Check out that article. Next article in Business Insider. Trump doubles down on trade war with China and warns, if countries will not make fair deals with us, they will be, move this down, terrified. And he was talking about tariffs. Instead of terrified, he said instead of terrified, he said terrified. Yeah, watch how that works for everyone here. This is going to really, the one is going to suffer from that is the people. It's not the governments at all. It's just the people of the world that will be suffering that. And it's now has been designated that the empire of the U.S. is time for it to fall so that the system can stay healthy. So check out that article. Next article got from express.co.uk. Iranian hackers steal top secret information on nuclear power plants and cybersecurity. A lot of that going to be happening in the world. That's the set up. And I don't know if we're going to get into it today. Yeah, I know we are. We need to talk about what's going on in Syria and that region of the world, Syria and Ukraine, and also around here for the reason why you prepare is for yourself and your family. That's the main reason. So got to do that. And, I'm sorry. I didn't say today's show. I said it earlier, but once again, before I started what's in the news, because I'm tired, I forgot to set the tempo for today's show. Today's show on the 17th, Monday, 17th of September, is putting yourself and family first is the reason why you prepare. This is why we do what we do, because I think it's very important that we look at things in a very realistic way, and then from there, strategize from that, and then you'll do fine. You'll have plenty of time to do all the other things that you want to do. I think it's very important that we do first the things that we have to do, and we need to do, okay? And then put what we want to do after that. So this is why we do this show and bring the information that we come with. Our show is basically always going to do this, and because there's other shows that you can look at for other reasons, but this is what we focus on here. So just so you know that when you come here, this is what it's going to be about. All right, next article comes from USA Today. Florence leaves North Carolina with flash floods. There is no access to Wilmington as